Hi everyone, we are Mike and Mark, and we host a channel called Video Game Weekend on Twitch. This show is a weekly podcast where we'll revisit some of the topics that came up on the previous week's livestream. You can find livestream videos on demand on our Twitch and YouTube pages, as well as condensed audio-only versions on various podcast platforms. Just search for Video Game Weekend. And as always, we would like to cordially invite you to come hang out with us during our live streams Monday and Friday nights over at twitch.tv/videogameweekend, where we typically start around 10:30 Eastern Time.
Video Game Weekend, 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 Video Game Weekend.
Podcast. Hey, you know what we say to this?
We're back.
Whoa, we're back.
It's been a while.
Has been a bit. My last recording was 1 month ago.
Dang. And we recorded 2 podcasts that we did not put out.
True.
So we'll see what happens with that. That's
See what happens with those.
solid, delicious content we got sitting in the oven there.
We got some delicious content in the oven that may need to be baked off. Maybe some exclusive content? Who knows?
Who knows? So today's date is May 20th, 2025.
Yep.
Roughly 9:30 Central Time.
9:30 Central. 2025.
We are hot off an in-person video game weekend.
A VGW, if you will.
And I will.
You please do.
From May 15th through May 18th, we were live and in person.
2025.
Getting crazy. And now we're going to break it all down.
Let's break it down, baby. I love it.
How should we start?
Well, I don't know. Do you just want to start from the first day?
Yeah, let's take it from the top and just hash it out.
Let's take it from the top, hash it up, boil that potato and hash it up, baby.
See what we remember, right?
Yeah.
And see what thoughts come back.
We're a couple days after, and it should still be pretty fresh.
Should be.
Should be.
But there were
Could
moments where the freshness was already gone the day after.
Yeah, very true.
For unknown reasons.
I think we know why. I think we could probably guess why.
I will just say we did not stream it all on the Sunday. The Sunday was just, we got breakfast and basically parted ways.
We had a business meeting.
Yeah.
Over some eggs and hash browns.
So Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night was the weekend. Yep. Okay.
And we met in between because we live near each other but not in the same place. So we booked an Airbnb in between each other and met there.
In between. So I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to leave my house about 2 o'clock. No, not 2 o'clock. About noon.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
I was hoping to leave at noon. Mark took a train.
I took the train.
I was going to pick Mark up and we were going to head to the Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't end up leaving my house till about 2 o'clock. So already we were delayed. We were behind.
Behind schedule. Me? I was perfectly on schedule.
Mark nailed it.
I'm just kidding. All I had to do was show up at the bus station or at the train station, and that was within walking distance of my apartment.
Beautiful.
Pretty easy. So easy.
Drive was pretty nice till I got close. Hit some of that big city traffic.
That big city traffic.
And that pissed me off because that came to a total stop at times.
Oof.
But
yeah, I hate that.
Other than that, we made it.
Yeah, there's not really a good way to go around that city either.
Mark did have to wait to get the code from the guy, the Airbnb guy, for a little bit.
That is true.
Anything fun happen while you waited?
Yeah. So, well, I don't know how fun it is, but I'd never been to this town that we had been to, or that we booked our Airbnb at. And it's right near this little downtown sort of area. This little metropolitan. Couple shops, you know. So I walked with all my stuff to try to find some coffee because I had not had enough coffee. So I walked and I found a place. It was a smoothie bar, but also it said it had coffee on Google. So I'm like, all right, great. And it was closing within an hour. So I was like, oh, fuck, I got to get there. So I show up, open the door. There's one person, the worker is there who is cleaning everything and appears to be shutting down. And I'm like, oh, shoot, are you still open? And they're like, yeah, come on in. I'm like, I just wanted some coffee. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Let me make that up for you. And all of a sudden they pull out a blender and 2 bags of powders, which I can only assume was some sort of coffee protein powder. And I was too squeamish to say anything because I was there right before them closing, and this person just thought that I wanted a protein coffee instead of a regular coffee. So I didn't speak up.
Now you came into their shop, right? I
came into their shop. I'm a tourist here. I'm a tourist. Their shop.
And you're going to dictate how you want your coffee? I'm not going to come to their town, walk into their shop as they're closing and tell them you're wrong. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you order coffee and you drink what they give you.
I drink what they give me. But the only thing I can think about while they're making this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably got a lot of caffeine in it. That's fine. A little protein never hurt. But the thing I was truly worried about was the amount of calories that were in this coffee shake, because we were going to eat tacos, do a taco contest that night. And it made me very worried that this was at like 4 o'clock. And I think we were planning on going at like 6 or 7 o'clock.
Planning.
So I was genuinely nervous that I was going to ruin my appetite. So I got it and it was pretty watery. So I thought it was cool and I drank about half of it. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll drink this. It's good. I need caffeine now. But that's all that happened to me.
And you had all the stuff you brought with you, right? And the way you packed, you did kind of look like a hobo on top of it. Did you not?
I mean, I had a bunch of mix matched bags, one backpack, one duffel, and one Lego tote bag that I got from Target during their exclusive Lego drop.
Was that one knapsack or 2?
It was 2 knapsacks.
Okay.
And I had them on a stick, tied to a stick, and I was holding them.
So 1 stick, back. 2 sacks.
1 stick, 2 sacks. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And I was really gripping it.
Yeah.
And I said, gee willikers, mister, can I have a cup of coffee? How much is it? I got a nickel here.
Yeah. So eventually the guy, about a half hour later, got the code to Mark.
About a half hour later, after the check-in time.
I think I rolled into town about 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
To which we unpacked. Mm-hmm. I had most of the equipment. So we unpacked, started setting up right away.
Yep.
And then, unless something happened earlier, storm rolls through.
Well, we got the tacos first, didn't we?
No.
Oh, wait, no. The storm was before then. Yeah, you're right.
So storm rolls through.
Storm rolling in.
And it was pretty bad. It was a thunderstorm. Super windy. Could have been a tornado. Yeah. We're not sure. We don't think.
There was a tornado. My phone was hitting me with tornado watches. So there was a tornado watch.
The place is the upper floor of a bar, upper level, second floor. Yeah. and this place was freaking shaking.
It was shaking.
I was worried because of the tornado watch, because of the windiness, the shakiness, the lights flickering. I'm like, where do we go if we need to get to like a basement? Because we're not on a level with a basement. We don't have access to the level that would have the basement. So I'm just like, what do we do? Luckily, we didn't need to do that.
No, it was shaking though, and that was the second floor, and I don't want to say it was all windows, but there was a lot of windows.
It's a lot of windows.
And that's basically the worst place you can be in a storm.
Yeah.
Second floor, a lot of windows.
And then the worst part was we were thinking we might not be streaming that night.
Yep.
But also,
that's the worst.
We weren't going to drive out there. Like, we hadn't eaten all day. We're like, we needed to eat yet. And we're like, that was the worst part. We didn't have food with us. Like, what if we can't go anywhere to get food?
Again, with the tacos, we were having a taco eating contest that we were going to stream. A Taco Bell crunchy taco eating contest that we're going to stream on Thursday night. So we purposely didn't eat all day and brought no snacks.
No temptation. You can't have that temptation.
No temptation. I didn't even have like a freaking Almond Joy in my pocket or anything, like a fun size.
That's a temptation, dude.
Yeah, I would have devoured that thing. All I had was half of a protein coffee. And beer? We had beer and whiskey and stuff.
Yeah. So then Mark what would you suggest? Well, we could drink?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, dude, I'm on an empty stomach. If this storm does subside, I'm going to be drunk right away off just a couple drinks.
That's true. We would have been
can't leave to go
hammered.
Get any food then.
True. I thought it was a great idea.
I mean, yeah, in the moment, without thinking about it, what do you do? Well, I will drink.
Well, that was more of if like the thing lasted all night.
Okay.
We weren't able to get food.
So luckily the storm did settle. We were able to go get the tacos.
Yeah, it did roll on through. It was like a half an hour maybe.
Before that,
pretty quick.
Before the storm, before I got there, Mark did call Taco Bell.
I did. I gave him a heads up.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Oh, I called him up, and I've never ordered that much from a fast food place. I don't think I've ever pre-called a fast food place ever.
We were looking at 3 party packs, which is 36 tacos. 36
tacos total. I wanted to give them a heads up because I think I did not want to get my food spit in or them to get made really bad because we come in and do this massive order that pisses them off and then they fucking fuck up our order and then the thing gets ruined and we probably get sick.
Yep. For the whole weekend.
For the whole weekend.
For the whole weekend.
On top of eating all of that Taco Bell. So I called them up and they were really cool about it. The person I talked to was like, "Oh yeah, that's not my biggest order ever. Bring it on."
That's nothing.
Stupid.
Basically challenged you on the spot.
Yeah, just come right in. We'll get you, idiot.
So Mark told me
they called me an idiot.
Mark told me it was a chick that he talked to, and so I go to get the food, and it's like this. I don't know, high school guy that is going to take my order. Yeah. I'm just like, oh boy. Because I don't want to be the asshole just walking in either, being like, hey, I need 36 tacos. I'm going to blow this kid's mind. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, my buddy called earlier. They said just to come in and order it. I need 3 party packs. And he kind of gives me a little side eye. Like, did I hear that right? I'm like, yeah. It's like, all right, dude. Just starts punching the order in, and let's get to it. He seemed in a good mood. Thought it was funny. Yeah. Chatted with him a little bit, just like, dude, I know it's a lot. Take your time. I'm in no rush. All that jazz. Manager comes out. At first, the manager came out because he needed to like override something, but
Yeah.
because I was paying with a card, it turned out didn't need to happen. I think it had something to do with the register.
Okay.
But then the manager
he had to get a good look at you.
yeah,
Make sure you weren't fucking with him.
yeah. So then the manager starts putting on his gloves and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna start on these party packs," and it was on.
Yeah.
Then it was
on, baby.
You could see all the staff coming together, working as one.
That's really cool. Because I know that's a fucking hard job, and it's cool that they took it as a challenge instead of like being pissed off about having to do it.
I was also the only one. I got the vibe like the manager was kind of annoyed by it, but more to come on that. So I was pretty much the only one in the store. Eventually someone else came in to like pick up an order. But I'm just waiting there, and I'm like, asked the guy about the sauce. He's like, "Oh yeah." Oh, I said, "Well, okay, I'm gonna need a bunch of sauce with this too." And he goes, "Oh yeah, just help yourself. It's all free. Take whatever you want."
Damn.
Most of the containers were empty.
Oh really?
So now I picked up the little plastic.
I didn't know
buckets.
this part.
I picked up 3 or 4 of the plastic bucket. I think it was 3 of the plastic buckets that held the sauces. I went and set them on the counter. Like, whenever you get a chance, do you mind filling these back up? And then
what do you do? He was cool about it.
I think it was a different worker. And she kind of just smiled and was like, "Oh, absolutely." I think she was almost appreciative that I brought the buckets up. I don't know.
I bet. Yeah, she probably didn't know.
So that was that. Once they gave that to me, I started. Actually, I had to wait till I had the actual party packs, so I had nowhere to store all that sauce.
Because you could load them up.
I was going straight mild for the night. I like to go 2 sauce packets per taco.
Can't believe you counted them out.
Which meant I was going 36 sauce packets for myself in case I hit all 18.
All 18, baby.
And then Mark said, just grab a variety. Like, I don't know what he wants. I just grabbed like 3 handfuls.
My thought was that I'll mix it up. So as I'm eating more and more, it changes up the flavor and I don't get sick of it as easy.
Good call.
Yeah, I don't know how. We'll talk more about that later.
So then the manager comes up, hands me the party packs. And now he was a little bit more jovial with me. Had a little conversation about being careful in that storm. You know, he's seen some bad tornadoes himself, and he said that's not looking too good out there. But yeah, very, very friendly. And then
that's great.
I still needed my cups for the drinks. So then I asked someone else, like, "Oh, I still need 2 drinks." And it was the person that you had talked to. And she goes,
"Oh, okay."
And then she came up and said, "See, didn't I tell you we get it done no problem?" And then I pretended like I was you, and it's like, "Oh, that was you on the phone?"
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I love it.
So by the end, I mean, I was pretty much friends with everybody.
I mean, you left and came back quickly. Like they slammed it out and you got home quick. It was great.
So yeah, rolling with 3 party packs in my hands, 2 large drinks.
Yeah.
That's cool. Made it back.
For 2 people.
For 2. 3 party packs for 2.
For 2.
They were I wonder what the thought on that was. 2 drinks for all these tacos? Interesting.
Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah.
For the parents and then the kids. You're like an octo dad. You got 8 kids. And then you and your wife like the Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that the dew's just for me. I'll maybe have 1, 2 max for the tacos.
Yeah.
So then,
well, you really saw your max then. Afterwards.
Yep.
Once we started eating them tacos.
So then we got back, went live as quickly as we could.
Yep.
And then it was on.
It was on, baby. Which I think turned out to be like 9:00.
Yeah. Way later than we wanted to.
So when did you get in? Like 5:00?
I got in at 5, which was way later than I wanted to there. I mean, that's really what set it all back.
Yeah. And it took a while for us to get settled and then set everything up and all that and figure out like the camera and the audio, because the setup is a little different than what we normally do.
Yeah. And then,
And
of course,
I mean, we've only streamed as a group in one room like a couple times now, so we still don't have like a good grasp on how to do it. We're like trying new things every time, basically.
Yep. So we did it. I didn't hit my initial goal. I initially wanted to hit 15. That was my personal goal.
Yeah, by did it we mean commenced to eating Taco Bell tacos.
Started eating
as a challenge that we came up with, a challenge against ourselves, not against each other.
This is true.
Just to see how many we could eat.
I was just curious how many tacos I could eat. That's all it was, and it went from there.
How'd it go?
There's things I would do differently. But it was about the 6th taco when I realized I'm not hitting 15.
I'm in it now.
So once that became a reality, my new goal was I got to finish one party pack. So I went from 15 to 12.
Yep.
Mark started out freaking hot. He was just crushing them. You ate that first taco so fast.
I was flying.
And that really just set the pace for you.
For crunchy tacos, I basically like 3 or 4 bites.
You left me in the rear view window immediately.
If I'm good at anything, Mike, it's eating. I can eat.
I ended up hitting 13.
Yep.
I had a last second taco. I stopped, took a break after 12, a big break. Yep. And then as we were winding down on the time, like, I can do one more.
And for the time, we didn't really have a time, but once you got to that spot where you're like, I need a little break, we said about 20 more minutes, that would make an hour.
Yeah.
So it was basically an hour long of eating.
Mark ended with 16 tacos.
Yep. And I hit 12 and I was fine. But after that 14th taco, I was not okay. I hit a wall.
13th or 14th taco.
I swear to God, if I eat 13 or 14 more tacos, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that 15th and 16th taco were hell. I did not enjoy them at all. And the tacos were like older now and they were cold and falling apart. And yeah, just not as definitely not as enjoyable as the first 12.
Yeah. The very last taco I had, which now remember I finished 12. Now I was taken out of a new box. It was very poorly made. There wasn't much in there. So I was really just eating shell. A lot of shell.
That's terrible. A lot of shell, baby.
For it, I think I would have rather had that been one of the early tacos, because at this point, like, dry shell going down my throat was not doing me any favors.
Dry shell, lettuce, and taco sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, God, man. Sounds awful, Mike.
I have the results here. So before we did this, we had asked people in the Discord to take guesses as to who was going to, how many was Mike going to eat, how many was Mark going to eat.
Yep.
And Yensi,
which we didn't look at, by the way.
We didn't look at this because totally would have flubbed numbers had I looked, because I like to spite people.
Would have influenced us.
Yeah. I'm all about that spite. I don't know. Would you have been about that spite?
I think subconsciously, I don't think I would have been spiteful. I think, wait, you mean like spiteful against the people that guessed real low or something?
I could see you spiting the people that guessed low.
I'm more of like, oh, somebody guessed I was going to eat this much. Like, I don't think I can eat that.
Oh, but now you want to hit that number is what you're saying.
But maybe I want to hit that number, yeah.
Like Linarino put a full 18 on you.
I know. And thinking about it, I did 16. 18 is not that far away from 16.
Well, I didn't realize it till just now that when I said it out loud, I was 2 tacos away from hitting my initial goal of 15. Like, 2 more? I could have did 2. Let's take it back. Because
when you're 13 tacos deep, 2 tacos is fucking Mount Everest.
2 more
Okay.
does definitely seem like a lot at that time.
Yeah. We were like stacking tacos too to try and eat them faster. That wasn't fun either.
That one was
I
just
didn't enjoy
something I
that.
always wanted to try too. And now I had like an unlimited supply of tacos, so now's the
You
chance.
just got this. It's the way of abundance. It's like, oh, I got abundance. Now I can just fucking crush these.
So I'm looking at the numbers here right now,
Mm-hmm.
and here's a prime example of how the spite works.
Mm.
Frogs had 12 for me. Had I seen that and stopped at 12, that would have been a guarantee for one more right there, because that's going to be spite play coming in.
So you're saying that it's not that they over or underestimated you. It's that Frogs was gonna win that one, and you could not.
We can't have that. We cannot have that.
Oh, that's
now,
funny.
Indirectly, I did spite her because I did eat that last taco.
You did,
which meant Yancy Runt Studio, who had 13 on me, ended up winning for me.
She prices righted Frogs for sure.
Mm-hmm. Now on the Mark side, Mark was a tie. Nobody guessed 16 for Mark.
No.
But Linorino had 18 on you.
Yep.
And on the low side, Static had 14.
Static
so
had
Static
14.
and Linorino were the closest for you.
You think I'm only going to eat 14 tacos, Static?
Well, that's what I mean. So Lindsay Harvey had 7 for you. I feel like you'd take a look at that and you'd be like, you're going to at least double that.
Hey, Lindsay, double it.
Double it. Take your 7, double it, add 2.
If it weren't me against myself, I would have stopped at 14 because 15 and 16 were no good. But I did that. I did that from the sheer love of the game or just the energy from doing it, you know?
I was surprised there were several people that had me eating more than you.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised by that, but I can only assume it because it was Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And I do get Taco Bell a lot. So
We both
figure that was probably that.
We both love Taco Bell, but Mike gets it a lot more than I do.
Yeah, it's cheaper here.
Don't even get me started on prices, dude.
I'll usually get it at least once a week.
Is the price episode one of them that we didn't post yet?
I don't know. I don't
Could
even
be.
know. But we
Could be.
definitely talk Taco Bell a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So after the tacos, we brought out the black. How quickly after? I feel like not that long after.
I don't think it was that long after because we started at like 9. So 10 o'clock was when we were done. Maybe 10:30. And then we didn't game. We just talked that night and drank.
We just talked and drank some black box wine, drank some whiskey.
Oh, I forgot. I took a shot of Malort mid Taco Bell too.
Oh, you did.
So there's a running joke on our stream about Malort and how awful it is, and I have a bottle of it, so sometimes I'll take shots of it for the entertainment. And I did a little research on it, and apparently it helps with digestion or stimulates hunger. I can't remember which one. It's either an aperitif or a digestive. But either way, I figured it would help, and I took it after I don't know how many I took it after. Was that after the 14th one?
I don't
When I
know.
was slowing down?
You're at least
either way.
more than halfway in.
More than halfway in, I ripped a shot of Malort, and that was not a good idea because it did not taste good at all and did not help me at all. So any of you Joey Chestnuts out there that are getting started, I'm not a pro or anything.
Heed Mark's advice.
Keep the Malort at home.
Save it for the after party.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd never had Malort before,
Yeah.
and I knew I was going to try it this weekend,
I'm so glad that you wanted to try it.
but I did not want to try it that night because of all the tacos.
No. Yeah.
But here's where the night turned fun. So
Yeah.
eventually the Taco Bell belly
The
started
Taco Belly.
to wear off.
Yep. Surprisingly.
We were slapping bags. We were drinking whiskeys.
And what does slapping bags mean, you ask? Well, let us tell you.
Listen to this.
Listen to this. So, yeah, we all know about boxed wine, right?
Absolutely.
Boxed wine?
Wine that comes in a box.
Wine that comes in a box. Do you ever think of what's in that box?
Yeah, why doesn't that box get all wet?
Why does it get wet?
What's going on there?
Waterproof, fucking liquid proof box? No, there's a bag in there. It's a big old bladder full of wine.
It's a bag in a box.
Big in a box. Big.
Bag.
Did you try and say it like that time?
Nope, that's just bag.
Oh, you said it real big.
That's just bag, baby.
So you take the bag out of the box and then you hold it up, drink off the spigot, and then you take that bag and you spank that bag.
You show that bag who's boss.
Yep. It's like a victory smack.
It's
after you're done.
It's a part good job, but also you're in trouble.
Yep. It's a part real animalistic, like a roar.
Yep.
That you have completed something.
And that had come up like a week or two before.
Yeah.
And we were taking this weekend to it was basically like, hey, we're feeling young again tour kind of thing. Like this was something we did in our college days, and we treated it like our college days. Yeah,
a little bit. Probably more than we should have, but we survived and we're okay. So
no regrets yet.
Not yet.
Maybe some. I'll get to that in a bit.
See when you get that blood test back.
Yeah, I'll hit that topic maybe towards the end here.
Sure.
Because that was yesterday, so we'll just go in order of the events that unfolded.
Yeah. So basically, after the tacos, we were drinking heavily, chugging wine, drinking whiskey, taking shots of Malort. And I don't truly remember too much from that night after a while. But we just had fun on the stream, just chatted away, and that was that.
We popped on a emo 2000 playlist from Spotify.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
There was a lot of this is a good song.
Oh,
and then after
prime fucking content.
After a Motion City soundtrack song came on, "This Is For Real" is the name of the song.
This is for real.
There would be a lot of that afterwards. This is for real.
Also got a great clip from Kinetics on our Twitch from that one. We didn't quite get it at first, but after you watch it a few times, it's fucking hilarious.
It's pretty funny, yeah. Okay, so then we slept.
Yep.
And
probably went to bed at like 3 or 4. No. Okay, so we ended stream at like 3.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just jacked the music up and we were air guitaring for another hour after the stream.
Another college thing. Another thing we would do in college.
Another college thing we used to do, exactly.
So then we went to bed. And it was freaking loud AF in the morning. People working outside. Doing God knows what at 10 a.m. on a Friday.
10 a.m. At the crack of 10 a.m.
Goodness.
People were doing their jobs. And our windows were wide open, so it did not make it better. And we quickly discovered that the street that we were on was kind of busy.
Pretty busy street.
Because there was a lot of traffic and people with motorcycles and cars zipping up and down. So not a great night's sleep.
Nope. But we pulled through. Eventually, we started a day stream of Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Played for a couple hours, maybe.
Food. Got some fruit.
Ooh, yeah. I did a Walmart order. Got some fruit.
Got some fruit.
Took a shower.
Yep.
by evening time, I was feeling pretty good.
I was feeling all right by evening time.
So time to run it back.
Yep. Streamed again. This would be the third stream.
This was now Mario Kart night, community night.
Community Mario.
Open up the Discord.
Yeah.
Ton of fun.
Yeah,
So much
we
fun.
opened up the Discord. Well, what that means is we actually like had a voice chat that people could join. So we were playing and chatting with all the people that we normally chat with.
It's so
Twitch,
much more
but-
fun when you can tell someone to fuck off right to their face or their ear, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to over the stream, or you tell them to fuck off or they tell you to fuck off, but they're typing it
Yeah,
back.
they can respond back like in real time.
Yeah.
Like when we tell them to fuck off, they have to wait until the race is over to comment.
Type it
When
back,
it's
yeah.
live like that, it feels like you're actually in the same room together, sort of.
So that was
It's
so
more fun.
much fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Only question I had out of that was
Mhm.
someone named Guts was playing with us, and we had no clue who Guts was. So who the fuck is
No
Guts?
idea. Yeah. We're like, who is Guts? And nobody said anything.
Could not figure out who Guts was.
Then all
How
of a
did they
sudden,
get in here?
after a while, someone goes, "Oh man, Rockfist is Guts." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm Guts."
Yeah, we were asking so long.
So
And
long.
he was in the Discord the whole time.
He was, and like active in the Discord chat, like not being quiet at all. It's funny, goofy guy. Love him.
So we did some carts,
Mhm.
made a pizza,
Yeah,
which took a while.
Yeah. Mike tried to put it in the oven, not preheated, just cold in the oven. And then just fire it up, which I've never done. He said it's possible.
You can do it. It's no problem.
I've never done that. I don't think he has either.
I mean, that's not how I normally do it, but in the sense of
Mhm.
like we're gaming, we don't want to have to get up again just to put the pizza in. Just like,
Yeah.
all right, this is just one we're going to put in now, and then we'll check it when it's supposedly done.
Yeah, just let it rip.
Did a little karaoke afterwards, after the carts were all done.
Yeah.
Haruks did some Malort from a
Haruks.
bag.
Yeah. Haruks poured Malort into a sandwich Ziploc bag and drank that from there.
Haruks
So
wanted to
ridiculous.
get in on the bag slapping
Yeah.
and made do. No, there's no wine.
It's ingenuity right there.
Pounding that Malort, and
Mhm.
I thought that was one of the funniest things ever. That
So
was
not
awesome.
only we were drinking Malort, but they were also.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sick fuck.
Anything else from that night?
Again, after we were done streaming, we hung out with Haruks longer and had some pretty dismal karaoke.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a post stream.
Most of the time was
Karaoke.
spent deciding what songs they were and then not being able to sing them, which is a redonk.
Oh, so funny.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. Yep.
So, how did the sleep go that night? Friday
Again,
night
not
into
great.
Saturday? Not great.
It wasn't as bad. We didn't drink quite as much on Friday night, but we still drank a lot. So Saturday kind of sucked as well.
The 3-liter bag was pretty much empty after Friday night.
Yeah, there wasn't
was-
much left.
There was some celebratory slaps left,
Yep.
but it was pretty tough to get that wine out of there.
We bled her dry pretty much.
All right, so come Saturday,
Yeah.
not feeling great. Go figure.
Not great. But we day streamed anyways. Played some Donkey Kong, Tropical Freeze.
Felt like we did a little better on the day stream that day. A little
I feel
bit.
like we did. Yeah, we started a little earlier, played a little longer, and then had to take a break to get dinner and shower and whatevs.
And get the next
set for the
setup
night
ready.
stream.
Because that night was the tournament.
That was the VGW tournament, the Tournament of Champions. The vying for the VGW trophy, which Mike was the current holder of.
Current holder of the trophy. Putting it on the line.
Putting it on the line in WWF fashion, putting your belt on the line, i.e. trophy.
And we were playing Wii Sports.
Wii Sports.
Mostly Wii Sports. Also all of Wii Play.
All of Wii Play also, because we haven't played that game in a while and didn't realize that we had to unlock all the levels in order to play it.
You had to just play the level before it.
But it turned out to be really fun too.
Actually was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But the Wii Sports was the first one we played.
And going into this, neither of us had played Wii Sports in, we're saying, 10 plus years. So that was part of the fun. Like,
and this was on actual hardware too. Like we brought a Wii, we brought the Wiimotes, we have everything that you need to play Wii Sports like originally.
We actually had to Amazon a part. We had planned for it. We knew we had to get the HDMI from the Wii.
Yep.
I brought most of the Wii part, or the Wii setup.
Yep.
Mark had the HDMI adapter for his Wii.
Yep.
But it turned out the cables coming off of my Wii did not go into that piece that he had.
Yep. Mine only had RCA hookups into HDMI, and this was a component cable, the one with the five colors, like the 2 audio and the 3 video.
Yeah.
So it did not work.
They weren't compatible.
They weren't compatible, man.
They weren't comp cap, brah.
They weren't comp cap, brah.
So we
had to quickly Amazon it, which is awesome that you can just fucking do that. It's like a $10 part to be able to play your Wii on a new TV and to stream it.
Came that Saturday afternoon while we were streaming.
Yeah, right? It came in the afternoon. That's good that it didn't happen way at night.
I think Nate was worried I was going to get kidnapped. I wanted to go meet the person because of where we were, and like,
yeah,
I don't think it was very clear about like where to drop the package.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
Mark
give a
wasn't
shit
worried at all. I went out there and the dude was like coming back from having walked around the building.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he was happy that I came out. He did ask if I was Mark, because Mark was the one that bought it. And not thinking, I said, "No, I'm Mike."
I think I heard that.
"No, I'm Mike. I'm the other half of VGW." He goes, "Oh, okay, cool."
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then I realized why he was asking. I'm like, "Oh, Mark's upstairs." Yeah, I know Mark.
Oh, yeah, Mark. Totally know him. Give me the package.
Totally. Yeah, I'll take that package. So then I just ran off just to like scare him a little bit.
Yeah, he ran down the street. He didn't even come up right away.
Yeah.
He jumped into the quarry next door. The quarry.
So, okay. So we had
seriously, there was a quarry next door, if anyone was wondering. I'm not making that up.
I wasn't wondering. I knew there was.
Good. That's where we could have went for the tornado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen Twister in a while, man. I have no idea.
Yeah. I probably would have just maybe went in the closet or in the stairwell.
I think stairwell is where I was thinking.
There weren't really windows there, so okay, so we set up for the Wii Sports tournament.
Yeah. Mike takes a shower, gets out of the fucking shower and walks into the room with a goddamn tracksuit on.
This was
completely throws me off. Had no idea that was going to happen, and I looked down at my stupid outfit and I'm like, "What? Kidding me?"
I mean, we're playing sports. There's a trophy on the line. I'm gonna take it serious.
I felt like freaking Spazway, dude.
You looked like it, man.
Man.
Now, Mark was wearing a Corn on the Cob shirt, which is a great shirt. Great shirt.
Yeah. It's a good shirt.
Not sure how well it plays in the sports arena.
I was thinking like homegrown kid, underdog, corn-fed.
Okay. Well, I think you achieved that. You just didn't maybe get the outcome you were hoping for.
Yeah. So we played. I started off strong, but Mike, we started with bowling, and I got out to a quick lead.
No, hold. Time on the bowling.
Oh, okay.
Because
Go.
I
Go,
had
go.
the hot start on the bowling.
Oh, you did?
Bowling was wild. I started first frame, hit that strike, baby.
Really? First frame?
Yeah. You remember that?
I don't remember.
I don't
it.
think you even got a spare, and my first throw was a strike. So
Fucking
I thought
insane.
by the fourth...
No, I hit a split on the first one.
You had a split, yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought I had it locked up by, I think, the fourth frame. I'm thinking, like, I really got to break down.
You're thinking, this guy's a fucking joke.
Yep. Well, I thought I was just doing good enough that you're not going to catch me.
Yeah.
Fifth frame, I broke down.
And I started hitting them Brooklyns, baby.
Yeah. So in the fifth frame, I don't know what happened, but I just straight up guttered
Oh, yeah.
after a strike or a spare or something.
Yeah.
And then I had like 3 frames in a row where I didn't do shit. Like no strikes, no spares.
That'll happen when you haven't played a game in 15 years that is not an easy game to play.
And so Mark started to pull away after that. And I thought Mark had it in the bag.
I was not hitting strikes very well, but I was hitting spares
Mm-hmm.
almost every time.
I ended up finishing 5 strikes to end the game,
Yeah.
which was
Big
enough
time.
to do it.
Fucking struck
that's
out in
friggin'
the 8th frame.
Friggin' cool.
Son of a bitch. And I got an 8 on the 10th frame. I did not pick up a spare and fucking bricked out on
That was
the 10th
crucial.
frame.
That was crucial.
Bad. So bad.
I think you still
I
had
couldn't
a
hit it.
chance had you got the spare in the 10th.
Yeah, it would have been a lot closer. But I could not hit a strike, and that was throwing me off. Like I could hit spares, but the strike, I just could not line it up.
I found the groove.
Mike grooved it.
Second game was still pretty close, but I think by that point, I won the second game of bowling. I think by that point, we figured bowling was going to probably be in my favor.
I figured that I was not. Yeah, I was not. I needed to. It was my turn to pick, and you just beat me twice in a row. I needed to break some confidence from you because I was. And I needed to gain some confidence because I was not doing it via bowling.
And hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Great pick to do that.
Yeah. Thank you. It's all about, you got to know what you're doing here.
So where'd we go from there?
So there we went to baseball, I believe.
Yep.
The home run derby on the training part of Wii Sports. And
Mark won 3 in a row.
3 in a row? That's what it was?
3 home run derbies in a row.
Hell yeah.
And that put the score at 3-2 in Mark's favor now.
And I was ahead and I was stoked. But also my arm was fucking throbbing by this point.
Now,
just in pain.
Here's where I get a little lost. I had one great game of home run derby. We had one that like went back and forth overtime.
Yeah.
But you won. And then
long one.
Then I had a good one. I don't know if we took a break.
I think we
went
did
back
golf
to baseball.
I think we did golf first or tennis. I think we might have done golf and tennis first.
Okay.
And you pulled ahead at that point because you beat me in golf. Or I beat you once in golf.
Yep.
And then you beat me in golf.
Yep. I think I won tennis.
And then you won tennis. I think you beat me twice in tennis. Twice? Maybe.
I don't know.
I
might have only
remember
played
either.
I don't know.
Either way, it was at a point where I was down and I'm like, we got to go back to baseball. I got to figure this. Or I got to get ahead again.
You brought it back to baseball. Okay.
I brought it back to baseball because I thought I was a lock for that.
Surely you regret that decision now.
Well, I can't keep up with you, Mike. Like, you're so good. So Mike fucking, I think I made Mike go first too.
Yeah.
I made him go first.
He made me go
fucking
first.
Hits like 9 out of the park, out of 10.
9 in a row. I went 9 for 9, looking like a perfect 10, and I biffed the 10th one, and I was pretty salt after that.
Straight up missed it too. Like,
I don't think I straight up missed. I don't know. We got to check the tape.
heater down the plate.
I think it was a dinker or a dunker.
You
Or a
donged it?
Might have been
You
a
dunged
dunger.
I called it a dunger when you hit it with like the tip of the bat. I guess it's coming around the wrong way.
But yeah, and
But
then
anyways, I couldn't fucking beat him then.
Well, Mark got the left-handed Randy,
God.
Randy Johnson, and that just threw him off right away when he needed to hit those homers.
Yeah, Mike got this right-handed pitcher, just throwing him nice and easy down the plate, and I get this fucking left-handed Randy Johnson that comes in fucking submarine ball from the wrong side, and I whiffed the first one. I think I whiffed the second one, and it was just over.
It was already over at that point.
And then I think I hit the next 8, or did hit the next hit 7 of the last 8. But still, it fucking threw me off so hard.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. So I think at that point you were up by 3 points
When we switched games?
games.
Okay.
So this was my last chance. So we switched to We Play.
Ooh, we got to talk golf, though, because golf was a surprise hit of the night.
Golf was fucking awesome.
Going into the night?
Way more fun than I remember it.
Going into the night, I think we were both thinking golf was probably going to be kind of lame.
Yeah.
And it turned out being possibly the funnest one.
I thought it was going to be lame. I thought it was going to be really long.
Long,
really,
slow.
Yeah, slow, boring, like not good.
But we ended up getting some caddies involved from the chat, and that made it so fun.
We assigned caddies somehow. I don't remember how, but
I think they were kind of just being caddies or spitting golf terms, and then we were doing channel point predictions.
Yeah.
So Squid and App had predicted you to win, so Squid became your caddy.
Yeah. And apparently he was on his like golf team in high school or something.
Oh yeah.
So I was getting some insider info from someone who knew what they were doing.
And Totes McGoats was my caddy.
Yeah. Never played a lick of golf in his life.
No, but knew the Happy Gilmore quotes, and that's all we needed.
That's all you need. He watched Happy Gilmore. That's fine.
Yeah, so we would between swings, we'd line stuff up. I'm like, "Oh, Totes, how's that looking? What do you think? What's your read? Should I go for it? No, should I lay up?"
Such a good time.
It was a lot of fun.
Such a good time. Should I go for it? Yeah, there's one match at the end where it was like a par 5, and there's tons of water that you had to go from like island to island.
Yeah,
and you could have went for it.
Could with the wind and the right power.
Could have gotten there in 2, but didn't chance it. The caddies talked us off that hill.
No, they wanted us to go for it.
Oh, really?
They were egging us on.
I was probably real
sure.
quiet. I was like, go for it.
Yeah.
I was like, go for it. Go for it. What? Nothing.
So, yeah. At that point, whatever. I don't know if that was the last one, but yeah, when we switched games, I was up 3.
Yeah, it was really fun. I felt like that one was more like, because you get practice swings, and the motion sensor was kind of like not perfect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's Wii. This is like the first game that released with Wii.
Yeah.
It's not perfect.
Not perfect. You got to find the sweet zone, the sweet spot.
Yeah. Take a couple of practice swings, and then you do the exact same thing, and it like launches it.
Yeah. Oh, it makes it so fun though.
Yeah, it was good. And again, haven't played this game in 15 years, so we don't really remember it that well. So we're trying to like pick this up on the fly.
Yeah. So when we switched games, now we were kind of in a time crunch because we thought we were just going to play laser hockey. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yep.
Which is basically like air hockey.
Yeah.
But now we had to unlock it, so we had to play other games to get there. So now we're just trying to cruise through games, but we made them part of the competition.
Yeah,
they ended up being a lot of fun.
I think laser hockey was like the 5th game, so we had to unlock 4 of them beforehand. And the first 2 were pretty quick, but the next couple were like kind of long.
Mm-hmm. We didn't want to stay up super late that night, so we were trying to cruise through them.
Yeah.
Did I officially win at laser hockey, or was it might have been the next game? But
it was one of them.
Laser
there was
hockey.
A point. It was the point before the end where there's no way I could catch up to the points.
Laser hockey is what we were here to play, and it was back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I got off to a quick lead. Mark came back.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Came back big.
Then it was back and forth. We didn't know what we were playing up to.
Yeah. It didn't tell us what we were playing up to. It just like kept gaining points.
It's 7-7. I get a goal to go up 8-7.
Yeah.
Game ends. Game over.
Game
Great
ends.
job, Mike. Sucks to be Mark.
The classic ending game score of 8. Because there is a game in history that ends at 8. Not 11 or 21, 8.
8's a good number.
Yeah. Fuck.
So,
but I think you were up 5-1.
Yeah.
And then I did like 4 or 5 unanswered goals. Like so 6-5 maybe. And then we kind of both creeped up.
Yep.
And then you beat me. Piece of shit.
It was just funny to see it end at 8.
Needed
and then, I won. Hey, all right.
Needed that. I'm really glad that this time though, because the last time you beat me like early. Like I couldn't come back because you had already won so many.
Gotcha.
Very early. But this weekend, it was a lot closer. Like we almost made it all the way to the end before it was like clinched or whatever.
And to be fair or honest, these are all like mini games.
Mm-hmm.
Very few of the mini games were blowouts.
True.
Each mini game was pretty close. Like it had to go to the end to determine a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the one baseball where I had 9 out of 10. That one ended quick.
Yeah.
There was one you had too in baseball. I think you had 8 and I like biffed it pretty quick.
Yeah, you biffed 3.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that, so I don't remember that.
But like all the other games, like the hockey, 7-7, and then just 1 point difference. Golf.
Yep.
You won a game of golf. I won a game of golf. But both of those games was only one stroke apart.
Yeah, and it went down to the last one on both of them.
Yeah,
I think. Like you could have picked up on that first game, and I could have tied on that second game, but I fucking hit it into the water.
So yeah, they were all close. Even the We Play games, I think, were pretty close for the most part.
Yeah, the scoring on those games were kind of weird sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really understand like
you get like
how you were getting really ahead or how I was getting really ahead. Like, yeah, it was weird.
And we were trying to just cruise through them too, so not paying too much attention to how that worked. But
yeah,
a lot of fun.
The one where you had to do like the positions,
and
like switch the positions and turn the Wii and stuff. That one was fun and weird, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah,
as far as score until the very end.
So then we got a winner. I was the winner of the night for the trophy.
Yep.
Mark did a shotgun.
Was. Yep. I shotgunned a beer.
I had Mark blast into my mouth a little bit of wine that was left.
That did not go that well because there was such a little amount of wine left that I couldn't it had no pressure. Or like the gravity wouldn't get it out because the bag was so low. Like the spot was above what was left.
So Mark pressurized the bag and just blasted in.
Just blasted it into my buddy Mike's mouth.
And that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Well, we can talk a little bit more about the rest of our weekend, but that was it for streaming. Had a lot of goofs.
Ken really stepped up.
Oh yeah,
really stepped up, and we didn't even ask him beforehand, which we're gonna have to change next time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Felt a little bad about that. We put him on the spot.
Yeah, and he stayed the whole time, and he did a fucking awesome job, and hopefully we didn't put him out too much. But
yeah, he's keeping score for us. He was getting the predictions out there, and then awarding the predictions. So big thanks, big shout out to Ken. Big shout out to Zarenade too. Zarenade was doing the taco count. On the Thursday night.
Hell yeah.
We didn't even think about that, and Zerene just started doing that. So thank you to that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Um,
Just really jumped in without even asking, or without us asking.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And Kin also made 2 awesome bag slap emotes.
Oh
for
my
us.
god, best thing out of the whole weekend, baby. Those bag slap emotes, fucking awesome.
So any Twitch subscribers to VGW got 2 nice brand spanking new bag slapping emotes.
Come on, get it.
So then, yeah, that was it for streaming.
Yeah.
We ended up taking everything down that night,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much ready, packed up, so we could just sleep the next day and leave pretty much when we got up.
I slept till like 10.
Yeah.
We had to be out by 11.
I kind of made sure I slept till 10. Like I'd wake up several times. I'm like, I'm laying in bed till 10.
Yeah.
Just forced myself to do it. Then we got breakfast.
Nice. Yep.
Nice breakfast.
Yeah.
Talked about
the place we went. Oh, sorry. You go
I was
first.
just going to say, we just talked about how much fun we had that weekend.
Yeah. It's
Took
awesome.
some
All the
notes
things
for
that
things
were,
we could do better.
all the good things, the notes for the better,
Like
all the funny things that happened.
like asking Ahmad ahead of time if they could keep score.
Probably a good idea for next time. Yeah.
Or just some better sound ideas.
Yeah. Sound, cameras, mics. Basically those things.
Food was good.
Food was good. Yeah. The Airbnb was great. I think there's a good possibility we'll go back to that one just because we like the setup, and
It's great for what we were doing.
yeah, it worked out great. It wasn't overly expensive. There was good food nearby.
We could be as loud as we wanted.
Fuck yeah.
Then, yeah, I probably got home about, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Okay. I think I got home around that same time. My train got delayed a little bit, but not too bad.
And then back to the real world.
Back to the real world. I luckily had 2 days off.
So
Somehow
now,
got that.
if I may talk a little bit about my real world, I think it's a little bit funny, but I'm also a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Do it.
So yesterday, Monday, right?
Yeah.
What day is today? Today's Tuesday. So Monday,
Today's Tuesday.
the day after getting back. Now I didn't drink anything Sunday night,
Mhm.
and I had a little bit Saturday night, but I had a lot before that.
Yeah.
And then the tacos.
It was a
ended up-
pretty physically demanding weekend.
I ended up getting a physical yesterday for work purposes, discounts on insurance.
Like a wellness check.
Yeah, a wellness check. And for the first time in my life, I had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
And the doctor's trying to it's like, well, I'm not going to put you on anything for just one. Let's just try to see if we can figure out, was there something that happened that could have just caused this? And
No, I'm not laughing at your high blood pressure. I'm just laughing
and in my head, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Nah.
I don't know, doc.
Nothing really comes to mind.
I had pretty low key weekend, Ooh,
Yeah.
I did say, now I don't know if this would matter, but I did have a few more Taco Bell tacos than I normally do on Thursday night.
Oh my
And he
God.
said,
Mike.
no, that shouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I didn't say anything about 13 tacos.
Yeah, I
Or-
think for sure he thought instead of 3, you had 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Not 13.
And I didn't say anything about the excessive drinking.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets even better. I did get a blood draw, for lab work, cholesterol check.
Control.
Blood sugar wasn't looking too good.
Oh, really?
Looked that up and definitely could be weekend related with that.
Yeah.
So they called me this morning and I was already a little nervous because they were calling me.
Yeah.
You don't call for good results. So
Hi, Mike. This is the doctor's office.
This is
We're
the
trying to get a
doctor.
hold of you to give you some information. Can you please call us back at your convenience? Blah, blah,
well, I
blah,
actually
blah.
answered right away.
Hate those. Oh, you did?
Yeah. Like, let's
Nice.
just get it over with. They wanted me to come in do another check of blood for like A1C. I don't know if that's diabetes or something. So
The beatus.
So initially I said, yeah, can we do it today? I'm like, you know what? After we scheduled it, I got on the site. I'm like, I'm going to change this to later and just like let my shit cool off.
Eat some broccoli.
I'm gonna
Wait
cram
a
that
few
brock,
weeks.
drinking water.
Drink some water. Let your body get back to normal. Because you definitely fucked up. We definitely fucked up our bodies this weekend.
So that's
no doubt.
That's why I think it's kind of funny, but also like, what if it's not that? What if I do have something going on?
I mean, it might be. We're not young.
But I do.
We're not old, but we're
I
not
would
young.
Definitely assume the weekend didn't do me any favors. So
Yeah.
On top of that, just to demonstrate my health, like it happened initially when I was there yesterday.
He can lift 100 pounds right over his head.
Right
Easy.
up and over. The doctor was going over my last like lab results or whatever, and he's made comments like this before, but like yesterday he goes, "Oh, this isn't good. This one's great." Like just talking about the levels. A different time, I think he said it was ridiculously good, and I remember this because I joke about it with someone I work with.
See, that's got to be it.
That's got to be. I mean, it was
It's
still
got to
like,
be the weekend.
I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago though, so like it's not like just a year ago that was my results, but
Yeah.
so stay tuned for that. Let's see if I'm dying.
Keep us updated, Mike.
I'll keep you posted.
You're not dying either way.
I mean, that hundo wish might be dropping, just like that 15 tacos, dude. We might
Don't
have to
lose it, Mike.
We might have to shave a few off.
Oh my gosh. Mike, you're gonna do great. Just schedule that blood being drawn like weeks out.
Yeah, I'll do my own blood pressure checks too. If maybe another one in a week or so and see what we're at.
Maybe chill on the Taco Bell a little bit.
Yeah, well, you don't want to just totally shock the system. Like that's a withdrawal.
I don't know what my body will do if I don't get my crunchy tacos.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna spike, but for a different reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend was awesome.
Yeah.
We'll probably do another one in September. That'll probably be our next goal.
I think that'd be good.
Anything else you want to part or say before we part?
I don't think so.
I'll say thanks to everybody that showed up. Made it super fun.
Yeah.
We had such a fun time.
Wouldn't be nearly as fun if we didn't have the people in our community in the chat and hanging out and having fun with us.
Now we can have a lot of fun on our own. We've done that before.
We do.
And but it's definitely more fun with everybody else there as well.
Yeah. I don't know about more fun, but it was great.
It's great.
Me and Mike have a good time together.
Just last year we planned to do a video game weekend stream, but we didn't have the internet for it, so it was just us, and it was friggin' great.
It's friggin' great.
Friggin' great.
Making shakshuka, you playing Crazy Taxi.
A lot of Mario, Catmandu.
Catmandu.
That's where we got the Catmandu from. That's
that
where we
whole
got
thing
that
came
noise.
from us just hanging out together, stream free.
Being idiots. We can we're idiots on stream, but we can be idiots off stream too.
We're idiots everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, sign off.
Yeah. I don't think this isn't like a normal podcast. It's the BGW podcast review. So.
What? You're telling me this isn't a normal podcast?
What?
That's egregious.
That's egregious.
My name's Mike.
My name's Mark.
We're Video Game Weekend.
Good night, sweet prince.
If you made it this far, we wanted to say thank you for tuning in and appreciate any follow or subscribe clicks you're able to offer. Reminder that you can find us live Monday and Friday nights at twitch.tv/videogameweekend where you can also find links to our Discord and YouTube channels. Take care, everyone. Ooh.
Drinking a new Glarus.
Drinking a peppermint tea. Haven't had tea since one of the last podcasts. I feel like the past couple podcasts, I didn't have tea either. But, could be wrong. It's been a while.
You're back on the tea now, baby.
Back on the tea. So, you know what? I'm going to write this one down.
Drink tea.
We'll podcast it.